features came into very advanced level. So what are all those things? So first thing in HTML, we came up with a couple of features. Those are called different input types. Okay. Previously we have only few input types. Okay. Only few input types. In HTML5, when it came, we have multiple input types came into picture. So what are all those input types we are going to see? So in HTML5, what we can see first. So let's see few of the elements. So I have an input. So previously we have input type text, radio, checkbox, what we can say, input type select box, sorry, input type, what do you call, password, disabled. Like this, we have couple of fields. But what are all the new things came in HTML5? So these HTML5 features need to be mobile friendly applications. Okay, and some of the new things. So let's see what are the new HTML input elements we are having. Okay, so first thing what we are going to see here is input type. Text correct. If you see input type, couple of input types came. Number. If I execute this thing, if you try to enter any number on this input type, you can't enter this thing. So why is this thing? Okay, because this is a new advanced version of HTML. So previously, if you wanted to do same operation HTML4, what we need to do? We need to write a JavaScript function. As soon as you are trying to enter a key, we need to see that key is an integer or a character, and we need to find that character, and we need to find that key as a number or a integer, or character, and then we need to analyze, okay, this is not a number, so you should not enter. We need to say saying that this is not a number, we need to enter a number. So instead of those things, these are all the new fields which are came into picture. Okay, like this we have multiple things in our input types. Okay, so let's see a couple of input types. So in this we are going to, normally what we are going to call them as input type attributes. Okay, input type as the attributes. So there are a lot of features came. Okay, so but understand one thing, these features works differently in different browsers. If you copy this one, and if you can enter in the Safari, see here, as soon as you enter over here, there is a up and down arrow. So there you can enter number. Instead of typing, you can just enter a number. Let's go to the Safari. See here, here also. See here, what happened in Safari? Safari, you are not able to enter. So that's reason HTML5 features are not fully implemented in all browsers. Still the implementation is going on in the browsers, but there are a couple of options. By using those, we can able to do this implementation. Okay, see here, the same thing I'm executing in two browsers. Here you can't able to enter any. If you try to enter, so only you can enter E, because of E is an exponent, 10 exponent 5, but you can't enter any other fields. But here in the Safari, you can able to enter same like previously in the Chrome, but you can able to enter the characters also. So that those variations we need to see. Okay, that's reason these variations, what we are going to do is we are going to do with Node and everything, so that these, by using some of the plugins in Node, we can make sure all this works in all browsers. Okay, so these are all the couple of input fields we have. So let me tell you couple of fields. Input type number, we have input type color. So you can able to select the color over here, whatever the color. And if you go here and if you try to execute the same thing in Safari, see here, there will be a slight difference between, see here, here you are getting some input with the colors and you can able to drag and drop. But if you see Safari, the same feature is coming. No, here you are seeing one more feature. So these are all the things which are modifiable in each and every browser. So browsers are implementing all these features. So HTML5 given some directions. Okay, these are all the new fields we can able to implement. So browsers also came and implemented what are all the things they wanted to implement. So next we'll see couple of input fields. We have email. So previously if someone is telling email. So email, why this thing? Why we need to enter this email? So because of this email, what is going to happen? There is nothing difference between entering these things and normally what happens, why this email comes into picture. So why this email comes into picture is, okay, input type. If you are keeping this input email in a form, and then I'm going to keep a submit button. And now try to submit this one. It will submit. Okay. And if you try to submit, it won't submit. See here what is happening. Please indicate an at the rate. Okay, when you try to, so there is some validation automatically going with this. Okay, there is a validation which will automatically come with this email field. And there are a couple of more input fields. In this best one, what we are going to use. So this best one, what we can use is like input type range. Minimum 1, max 100. If I execute this one, see here, you can able to see minimum and maximum values by using. So normally you won't get these type of things in HTML4. Okay, in HTML5 only you can able to get this all options. Okay, as well as you have a couple of input types. So those will be input type as URL. See here, please enter a valid URL. So these things will be automatically validate while you are trying to do a HTML5 things. So we need to see all these features are available in all the browsers or not. Okay, if we need to test it before you are doing all these features. Okay, and there is one more important features. So we came up with couple of attributes also in HTML5. So those things I'll show you. So suppose I have a range. So I can keep range with one minute. So we have a couple of attributes came into pictures. First one is step. If you provide step, okay, or else I can give this step for the input type number. There you can understand easily. Input type number. And I'm going to provide minimum and maximum as the new attributes. And so HTML5 useful then because you can create HTML5 elements in Node.js with React.js. There, those are available. Those will be automatically converted to HTML4, and then with HTML4, they'll try to render all HTML5 behavior. Okay, those things we'll see when you're doing with the Node.js and React.js stuff. So we can implement those things, and then we can't implement with the direct HTML things. We need to implement with the what you say Node.js and React, Angular, those things, and then those will be connected to your browser. They will make sure the HTML5s render on the web page perfectly. So here I have a number from 0 to 1 to 100. So let's try to enter 1. It's taking. So you try to increase what you are seeing. What you're seeing. If you try to decrease, it won't decrease. I'm trying to click on the below button, but it's not going down because I have provided a minimum number. If you increase, you can see all are, and after this, hello, can you hear me? Anyone muted me? Okay.
No, sir, Nanda sir, you are audible.
Yeah, fine. So whenever you're trying to increase the number and you are going to decrease, so you can see a step is count. There is a step. Okay, there is a step will come and you can able to see those things. Okay, and the next thing we have couple of things, those we are going to call simple input type. I am going to provide. So I'm just providing some simple input type in a form, and we can do basic validations in HTML also. What type of validations you can see. So here, if I'm not entering anything, if I click on submit, page is submitting. So I wanted to make sure page should not submit until unless you enter all the fields. So normally we can do it with JavaScript, but even those things we can do with HTML also. So here I have a simple input type.
Nanda sir, are you there?
Probably he has lost his connection.
Sorry, I lost my connection and I'm back. So due to there is a rain, so my power got disconnected. There is a power failure. So can you see me now?
You're audible, sir, but screen is not visible. Can you reshare your screen once?
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes, now it is visible.
Okay. So what we can do is normally forms, we can do a JavaScript validations, okay, to make sure you're entering all the fields. Okay. So same thing we can do with HTML also. Okay. What I'm trying to do here is input type number, name equal to, I'm going to provide some email. I'm doing required. Doing required. So when you provide required, what is happening? If you provide required, what is going to happen is, even you submit, see here, you please fill the field. Previously, if you don't have required option over here, okay. So here, what is happening? Even you try to submit the form, it is submitting. But if you do required, what happens is it do a validation itself. Okay, it's do a validation itself, and it is going to ask you for enter the email address, and then you can do the basic validations in HTML5 itself. You don't need to go HTML and JavaScript. You can do with HTML5 itself all type of validations. Okay, got it. And we have some couple of advanced features. Those are going to be some more advanced options. Those are going to be what we can show is like placeholder. Enter your email address. So if you provide this here, see here, you can see a content inside the text box. And if you mouse over and start entering the data, the content is disabled automatically. The content is gone automatically. Suppose you remove this data. See what is happening? You can able to see enter your email address. Okay. So these type of simple validations and new features. So normally to implement these features in HTML5, HTML4 and JavaScript, it takes you lot of time. Okay, it takes lot of time. And few features won't support in couple of browsers also. So that's reason we have all these validations, everything came in HTML5. Okay, so like this we have options called placeholder, and then we have input type file is there, correct? For input type files in HTML4 you can able to upload only one file, but in HTML5 input type file, so here what we can do is we can do a multiple attribute, and then when you're uploading these files, okay, you can select multiple options. See here, you can do multiple. Suppose if it is HTML, you don't have multiple option. So if you're not providing multiple options, if you select the file, how many you can select? You can't select more than one file. You can select only one file. Okay, these are all the new attributes and new HTML5 elements. It's not elements, these are all attributes only. So even if you see new input types, okay, so what is the new input types? Input type as number, email, all this, these are also new attributes. So some features of new attributes and everything. So these are all the things came into picture in our HTML5. Okay, and in HTML5 what are all the other features we gave? So in HTML5 we have some other features called we call them as a semantics. What is semantics? Semantics are nothing but how you are defining your page into multiple parts. Okay, so how you are defining your page into multiple parts. Normally previously when you are creating page, you can create with HTML head body, you can create with HTML with in the body you are going to create with the tables or divs or something. But HTML5 came into picture. They divided page into multiple things with multiple semantics. Those are going to be like header. Okay, so how we have a table header and body, header, sorry, not body, header, main, and then footer. So you maybe think why we don't need all this type of new input semantics, why we need all these semantics. So these semantics will help you to segregate your HTML page into clean structure, and then this HTML page will be having a good interaction, as well as this HTML page will be having a good search engine optimization things. So like this, it came with multiple things like header, main, footer, and if you have a sidebar, we have a side. Okay, so what we are doing is like these are just new HTML elements to keep this one. So normally this is the form, correct? I'll keep in the main section. Suppose you have a header like Flipkart header, Facebook header or something, you can see a header. So in that header, you can able to see all the data. Okay, like this new HTML5 semantics came into picture. So like this, we have a couple of things. What we have main, and we have article to have some data, some content. So if you see some articles, you can able to have a lot of content in this that you can be able to see. So why this article tab is used is, suppose you are trying to search something big information in your Google search engine, okay, or any search engine. What happens is like that content, that line, you are going to provide 1 line or 2 lines of statements and you wanted to search in the internet. So at that time, this article, they will point out to this article in your web pages and try to see that content is not, try to get the information. Okay, so these are all the things we are mainly used in HTML5 to make your web page in clear structure. Okay, got it. And in HTML5, we have came up with couple of new more options. So those we are going to call as audio and video. Okay. Article, see, articles are nothing but in your internet, in our internet, you are not just typing 1 or 2 words. Suppose sometimes you want to search for a statement. You want to search for a new line, some line of content you wanted to search. So at that time, what you will do, you will search in the internet. Okay, at the time what you do, you'll search in the internet. At that time, by using this article tag, whenever it is trying to search the data, it searches in article tags. Okay, it searches an article tag. So Google and Yahoo and all these things are going to fetch data from these articles if you're trying to get a big lines of data. Okay, so mainly these are all, everything is the what can say mainly for reference of search engines. These articles are mainly used for the search engine optimization purpose. Okay, got it. Okay, now next we are going to see a couple of HTML things. Those we are going to call as the audio and video tags. Okay, audio and video tags. So what is use of audio and video tag? Okay, so this audio and video tags are mainly used to get some audios and videos to your web page. Okay, audios and videos to your web page. Okay, so how can we do this audio and videos is like, you can have an audio and video, and then you can use multiple options over here to get the thing. Okay, so I can create some SRC, I can get the path of the data, and you can provide some audio file. If you want to provide some video file, you can able to get the data from the video files. Okay, and then these data will be displayed on your web page. Okay, these are all the few more features which we can use in our HTML5. Okay, video also same thing. You can add a video and you can have autoplay. So based on this autoplay, the video will be played automatically, or else it will be wait for some time until unless you click on the button, start button, stop button, those will be displayed. And if you provide controls true or false, yes or no, so that controls, so like play, pause, all these buttons you can able to see on the HTML5 pages. So like this, these are all the features came in HTML5. Okay, got it. Any questions here? No, same like this, how HTML features came into picture, CSS also came into picture, and they are providing with some of the, they also wanted to get some advanced features in display. So HTML, how HTML came up with multiple options, CSS also came with, see the download, you can see the download options. Sometimes some browsers will give download option, some browsers will not give download option. So, but normally we can download the, videos and audios in your HTML page if you try to do some or something. Okay, except if it's some using some of the other uh, fields and other different type of what you can say players. By using the different type of players, we can control the downloading part. But normally by using HTML5 audio and video, you can just get the provide the path same like you, just like an image. You can, how your image SR you are keeping, audio and video SRs you can keep it, you can get the data. Okay, there's not much difference. Okay, now let's go to some of the CSS3 concepts. Okay, CSS3, how HTML5 came into picture, same like this, CSS3 also came up on top of CSS, and those are providing some good support. So in this first one, what we are going to see is one of the good concept which we are going to use from HTML5 basic use functionality is border radius. Suppose I have a div tag, I have a simply, what I can do is like, I'm going to provide some span tag. And for this span, what I'm trying to do here is, so I'm going to provide from border. Okay, and padding 30 pixels. Okay, let me execute this thing. So if you see there is an issue over here, have you observed the issue? What is the issue? Because if I'm not providing breaks over here, what is happening? See, my sample span is starting, so samples content is starting, but the red color gone top of this one. So what it is happening is like, whenever you're starting the first line, okay, this starts from the 0th position, so it will start from the 0th position, but we are providing some padding so that data got extended. Okay, that's reason we're not able to see. So we need to make sure this type of information you are getting paddings in the first line, make sure your data is aligned properly. So I have a span here and I have this one. So if you see our HTML, everything is still now is rectangles. Okay, our all HTML still now whatever we have seen, those are rectangles. So rectangles means you have the left side, right side, and everything is bordered perfectly. But when you come to the some buttons in HTML pages, you'll be seeing round corner buttons to get a good look and feel. So how can we get those things? By using the border radius, we can get those things. So I can provide border radius as 10 pixels. So from this span, 10 pixels on each corner, it will convert into round. See here, what happened? So how compared to the previous board content, this this span is looking bit better because of the round corner. So same thing will apply for the buttons also. We can get this different type of buttons by using CSS advanced concept that is going to call CSS3. Okay, got it. And also when we come to CSS, we have some couple of things. Those will be with background images. So what type of background images we can keep and how it works? Okay, suppose I have this, let me create some paragraph. Sample paragraph. I'm adding couple of okay, I have this paragraph. And then for this paragraph, I have added the border. I can able to see this paragraph with border and everything. Suppose if I want to add some background images, so let me add some background image. Background. So I'll try to add an image. So in this folder, I'll try to keep some Google image. Okay, let me copy this. See here, what happened? The image is, how the image is coming. How it is coming. So your image is repeated continuously, it is repeating. Okay, so if you don't want to repeat all these type of things, what we can do is we can control it from CSS3 options. Background repeat, we can say as no repeat. See what happened? You can able to see only one image. You don't need multiple images overlapping one after the one after the one after the. As well as you can provide the positions also. Background, one position. Right. See here where it came. The image came right side bottom of your content. You can provide wherever you wanted to provide, right bottom, left bottom. So these are like normal everyday using keywords which are available in HTML. We can use this. Okay, like this we can write top, not top. See here it came in the top. Okay, got it. So like this images also you can do lot of stuff. So these things are not available in HTML4. So few things available, but those are not working that much perfectly with this thing. But HTML5, you have clear picture. Okay, got it. And also in HTML5, okay, so HTML5 came up with the concept of background colors. What we call it as colors, as if you are providing color background image you have provided, correct? Let me take down this background image. Background color, I'm going to keep it as red. See what happens? Everything is red. So instead of this one, we can do RGB, correct? Instead of, we can go for RGBA. Okay, red I can provide red 255 0 0, and then by using this thing, what we can provide is we can provide the intensity, okay, or opacity. Okay, what is this thing? So normally we are going to call it as alpha channel or opacity. So what we can do is like we can provide 0.5. See here what happened? It is red color only, but it is trying to make the color is like %, to the page. If you provide 1, it is 100%. If you provide 0, it is like nothing. There is no background color. Okay, got it. So like this, and like this, when the background colors came into pictures, we have couple of CSS options. Those are very good came into pictures. Those we are calling to call as gradients. Okay, so what is this gradients? Gradients are nothing but instead of providing one color, you can provide multiple colors in your HTML page. So background color, correct? Instead of this one, we can create our own background image with multiple background image. Here what we can do is I can provide a linear gradient. So we have two type of gradients. One is linear gradient, okay, one is radial gradient. Linear means straight, radical means in a round shape. So let's see linear gradient, linear hyphen gradient, linear gradient with I'll provide red, green, blue. Let me execute. See what happened? You are creating your own image with different colors. So it is trying to combine your page with different colors and it's trying to display. So like this, you can able to provide linear gradients. Okay. And here you are getting the default behavior of this linear gradient is from top to bottom. Okay. Suppose if you want to make sure these gradients are going to get to the straight. Okay. You can provide linear gradient in the starting attribute. You can provide to right. See here, to left to right it became. To left, if you provide. So now red color, where red color need to come? Red color need to come in the right side. See here. So like this, you can play with linear gradients. Okay. And even you are providing linear gradients, you can do multiple options over here. Okay, so when you have linear gradients like this, you can provide by using the what we can say repeated options. Okay, you can provide repeated options, or you can provide how much percentage you wanted to give. Suppose my red color need to be 10%, my green color should be 20%, and blue color is like remaining. If I execute, see here, red, green. So like this, your gradients also will provide multiple options. Okay, there are multiple options in this. When you are trying to explore, you can get those things. And like this linear gradient, we have radial gradient. Radial hyphen radial gradients. So what is the difference between linear and radial? So these will be like from round, it will be like round corner. It's like it will be like orbit, how the orbit comes. So same like this, we can get red, green, blue. See what happened? Okay, so here also you can provide the percentages. To get clear picture, you can provide percentages. Red is 5%, like this we can provide. Red 5, green 10, blue 85. See here how neatly your HTML page is created. Okay, even you can create couple of things here. Circle. Now the thing is came with, so it will be clear circle. Previously what it is happening, based on your image, based on your content, it is trying to do, but now it is based on the circle. Okay, so like this you can able to have the gradients. Okay, suppose if you provide this blue gradient as 10%, see what is going to happen. Okay, like this it will come, but this is not what I am going to use. At that time what we can use is, we can use repeating radial gradient. So circle it will come 5% red, green 10% and blue 10%. Once this is completed, see what is going to happen. Again the circle comes, again the circle comes. So it will be repeatedly getting all the content, all the CSS onto your web page. Okay, got it. Any questions still here? So these are all the linear and radial gradient. Even this repeating we can use for linear also. Okay, and the next thing, I have a sample content over here, and what I'm trying to do over here is I'm going to provide some text hyphen shadow, 2 pixels, 2 pixels. So one is for the left side. So shadow means how it will come. It will come down, and even you can move it to the right side also, and even you move to the left side also, even you move to the top also by using these pixels. So 0, 0 means the same thing. See here, you are seeing the shadow. Let me make it clear. 10, 10. See here, you are getting a shadow, and you can make it as -10. So what happens? Where it is coming? The top it is coming. If I provide -10 here, see here, it is going to the back side. So like this, you can able to provide text shadows. Okay, and you can provide some color also for them, red. The text shadow you are seeing with the red color. Okay, got it. If you want to see a blur effect, I can provide blur effect also with 10 pixels. See here, it is coming with blur content. See here the sample pair data, how you are seeing with the blur effect you are seeing. Okay, got it. Suppose you wanted to have multiple shadows. What you can do is you can provide comma, So you can provide multiple gradients over here. Okay, you got it. Any questions still here? Let's go to the next topic. Let me say this one as para, as pan. Let me make this a paragraph itself. Sample para. So for this paragraph, I'm going to provide some width as 200 pixels. Let me make this one. So this paragraph I'm getting. So with this paragraph, what I can do is here I can provide border pixel solid. So what I can do is, so I can provide white space, no wrap, and then I can provide overflow as hidden. See what happened? Whenever I provided white space as no wrap, so what happened? Whenever you are getting a paragraph increased, you can get in the new lines. This is the default behavior of the paragraph, but you don't want like this. You wanted with fixed size, fixed width and height. You wanted to do by using this paragraph white space as no wrap. It will fix to the only one paragraph. But what is happening here? Can you see all the content? You can't see all the content. Okay, so because of this overflow hidden. If you remove this overflow hidden, see here, the content is not fixed in the paragraph, but it is trying to expand. This is not what exact look we wanted. So that's the reason we are keeping overflow as hidden. But what happening? What is happening? What is happening? Give me 1 minute, please. Hello, can you hear me? I'm extremely sorry, guys. I have some network issue due to the power failure. Okay. So we can able to see like this. So you can able to see my screen, correct? Okay. So this paragraph is coming with content got, what happened? Content, it got minimized, but you can't see total content. So at that time, what we can do, overflow hidden with text overflow. The text overflow as Eclipse. So if you can see here, it is saying there is some content is in the page. Okay, you can see there is a content in the page like this. You can able to see the content over HTML page. Okay, this is one more concept. Got it. And we have couple of options in HTML also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide border padding 20 pixel. I have padding as 20 pixels and width as 200 pixels. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to transform this HTML paragraph into different size, like 90 pixels, sorry, 90 degrees. Okay, I can provide 90 degrees. See what happened? What happened? You can able to transform your content, so you can able to rotate. So these things we are going to call as an animations in your HTML page. Okay, we are going to suppose, let me keep it as transform as translate. We have called couple of options. Rotate is like it will rotate different direction. We have transform, sorry, we have translate. So this translate with 50 pixels and 100 pixels. 50 pixels. So it is like text shadow. How we are seeing the text shadow? Same like this text shadow, you can able to see that this is going to be transformed. So we have seen positions, correct? How we can able to position an element. The same way you can able to provide this translates. And the rotate, we can able to rotate this page. Okay, and what couple of options we are going to have is we have couple of options here with let me border 1 pixel solid red, background color blue. So I have this one, correct? So now what we can do with couple of things is like transform. I can scale it. Scale you can scale this thing. You can increase. So why you have normal content where the scaling is important? So this scaling we don't need to write over here. Okay, what we can do is we have pseudo classes, correct? Colon over. I can provide transform scale 2 by 2. So it is increasing width and height 2 by 2. Let me mouse over. Also. So we can do small animations on the web page itself. Got it? Even you can reduce also. And even you can scale only X direction. Means like only horizontal you can scale. Scale Y means you can scale horizontally. Okay. Got it. So like this type of animations you can create yourself by using these things. We are going to call as a 2D animations in CSS. Okay, 2D animations in CSS. CSS3. Okay. And we have a couple of options in a 3D also. So those what we can do is transform. So what I can do is like transform. I can do rotate X, Y, X. Rotate X I can do 180 degrees. See what is going to happen here. The content is going to be rotated automatically. So this is going to be rotate X, Y. See here, the content moved from left to right, and we can provide rotate Z. So this we are going to call as a 3D animations. But these 3D animations we can't see exactly, but couple of animations we can able to see in 3D. Okay. Scale X and Y, we can do scale Z also. We can, if you want to provide 3D animation, but we are not going to use that much of 3D animations in our HTML pages. Okay, got it. Any questions over here? And also, when you are providing a lot of content in your HTML page, what we can do is like we can add a couple of options, those calling as column count. So when you are seeing newspapers, you will see a columns, correct? Same like this, we can able to see the content. Okay, content will be divided into columns, and we can able to see the columns. Okay, got it. Any questions? So these are all the couple of HTML5 and CSS3 options. Okay. So we'll wind up this session today with this thing, HTML5 and CSS3. And next class, what we are going to see on Wednesday on, we are going to see a couple of concepts on ES6, and we are going to start Node.js in the class. So next session, it's going to be a 2-hour session. Will start at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So in this session, we are going to see the concepts of ES6, which are mainly used for Node.js and everything. So we are going to see ES6 and Node.js starting classes. We are going to start. So 2-hour session, we'll see first 30 to 45 minutes. We'll see the ES6 concepts. What are the concepts available in ES6, and then we'll move to the Node.js. Okay, got it. Any more questions? Fine then. So next class we are going to see ES6 concepts in JavaScript, and then Node.js starting things. Okay. Fine, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe. Bye.